Welcome back. This is episode 27 of the Provenance Marketing Show. I'm your host, Ryan Jennings, and today we're actually going to be talking a lot more about New Zealand made than we are about our license holders. But before we get on to us, let's talk about the company called The Block Dock. They make these blocks that hold soap. The idea with these is that with the trend of consumers moving away from bottled products, particularly plastic, there is a trend to purchase soap bars. But the thing is, with people moving back to soap bars, it's starting to cause the problem that plastic bottles solved in the first place, which is soap is actually quite messy because it gunks up in those containers or insets. And so when you go to clean that bath or shower, it's going to take you longer. This solves that. Any of the remaining liquid that is on the bar drips down in between, even as the bar starts to get smaller over many uses. It's not going to fall through the middle. So this is quite a secure device. On the back, you've got a suction cup that you would normally see in a shower. Stick that on the side, and you're away to go. So pretty simple. I think what Claire Wilson has managed to do there for her company is pretty smart. Go and support them, switch out your shower or bath to the better for the environment way of doing things. Last week we went and saw a company called Rugged Valley. They do car seat covers.
Yeah. How was it handled before this machine? Like, what did you used to do in the past to be able to cut out the patterns?
Yeah, in the past to cut the seat covers, we were just physically placing the pattern piece that we wanted to cut, marking that with pen onto the canvas, and then manually cutting with hand.
What's fascinating about their particular car seat cover is it has a health and safety device built in. So many of you will know that if you're in an accident in a car, airbags are there to save your life. There are airbags that go beyond the ones in your steering wheel. They also come out of the side pillar, or they can come out of the seat. Now the seat ones, if you have the wrong car seat cover, can prevent the airbag from blowing up where it needs to and providing you an air cushion for side support. What Rugged Valley have managed to do with their car seat covers is enable that stitching along that side of the car seat cover to give way. They've tested it many, many times so that if, God forbid, you're in an accident, these airbags will function through the car seat covers. Sometimes that main driver's seat is the one that gets all the dirt and wear if you're a tradie or if you're running a fleet. So by putting these car seat covers, which are about $350 on there, you can save between $3,000 and $10,000, I'm told, on the resale value of your vehicle. Right, so that's the two things we've been doing in terms of everyone else's products and services. We've also been spending the last couple of months looking at our welcome pack and rethinking what it should all be about. So this welcome pack now is different to the old one. We've put the branding on the outside, not just the inside, so that everyone that touches this from when it leaves our headquarters all the way to when it gets to a new license holder, they're getting to see the Kiwi. This is the original trademark that spawned the triangle device, spawned many of the different color devices. On the back, this one's going to Kiwi Tax Limited, who is one of New Zealand's foremost accounting service providers. So they're going to be using it for their service to show that they're a New Zealand company. And thank you very much to Jonathan Flett, who contributed all of the cardboard and created these welcome packs. Fantastic job. What they've enabled us to do is up our branding game with these welcome packs, while also reducing the amount of plastic we use through courier parcels. So that's the welcome packs. Inside each of those welcome packs is going to be one of the Kiwi Branding Edge books that has a number of different businesses that are using the Kiwi trademark in various different ways. I'll give you a couple of examples here. Here's one from Little Paper Hugs, Ativa Jewelry, they're using the 10mm ones, Aquacomb, they do water storage to minimize water wastage on site. These are the 60mm Kiwis. There is a ton in here. There is a lot to be inspired by. If you just want to buy the book, if you're not going to become a license holder, you can do that on our website. We've also got these that go in the welcome pack, which is a voucher. People like us share things like this. So one of the easiest ways of getting whatever you're doing to grow is getting your existing customers to tell people like them. It's a referral and rebate program. As a new license holder, if you introduce one person, this allows you to introduce one more person, you will get a voucher of $180 plus GST to use on any of the Buy in New Zealand made products and services. So you can get it as a rebate on your licensing for the next year. You could use it on filming episodes for the Making It New Zealand series. Certainly comment what you think about this extension of our branding to some new print assets. But yeah, that's about it from us. Before we go, let's just go to Q&A and see what the questions have been on the buyinz.org.nz website. If you've got a question, you can put it onto buyinz.org.nz.
Hi there, can you please clarify if there needs to be our AU products in the registration mix as well as just the New Zealand ones, as our AU product packs do carry this license as well. Some of our AU products have slightly different names but are the same product.
So the question here is, what should this business do in terms of registering their licensed products with Buy NZ Made? They've got a series of products, and I think from understanding the question, they're the same products, but they're named something different when you sell them in Australia from New Zealand. We want to see something that makes it easy for consumers to choose. So if a consumer is looking on your website, sees the Kiwi, clicks on it, comes through to our site, I want them to see all of the makes and models for the Australian products and the New Zealand products. Shouldn't take that long. There's only 2 or 3 fields to fill in. If the products are exactly the same manufacturing, if it's got the same ingredients and components in it, then you could just put one set of products in there. But for Australians, if they're seeing just New Zealand versions, they're going to question whether those Australian versions are covered.
Hi, can a manufacturer still claim that a duvet is made in New Zealand if it is made from New Zealand wool that is processed in NZ and overseas textile, but the manufacture of the duvet itself is partially outsourced with the finishing touches done in New Zealand?
Great question. There's 2 key elements to this. One is the duvet inner itself, the thing that keeps you warm, and the second is the duvet outer, which is what keeps all of the inner together. We want to see that the alpaca and the duvet wool is grown and processed in New Zealand. That's really important. That's the part that forms the essential character of what a duvet is. It's the ability to give warmth. The duvet cover is the second part. That is the fabric and the cutting and sewing of that to form the duvet. We want to see the cutting and sewing happening in New Zealand. We don't want to see a finished duvet being imported. So as long as you are doing the manufacturing here for the duvet cover and the wool and or alpaca is in New Zealand, you're likely to qualify. So that's it for this episode of the Provenance Marketing Show. If you've got a question, feel free to answer it either in the comments below, that we do go through those and monitor those. If you've got something to say about the new branding, then leave a comment as well. There's lots of different things we've got on the go. Have a look at nzmadeday.nz for the 21st of November. That's a Thursday. It's a great opportunity to get some of your shopping done early. If you're listening on YouTube, thanks very much. Make sure you subscribe at youtube.com/buyinzmade. I should have said watching there. And if you are listening on the podcast, then go to Apple Podcasts or whichever you listen to your podcast on and search for Provenance Marketing Show. Subscribe and you'll never miss one of these episodes. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week.